immense pleasure, not only for this department, but also for this entire university.
जाना है इसलिए अभी हम लोग कार्ड कार्ड है
ये बड़ी एक्टिव लड़की है, हर प्रोग्राम में रहती है।
एक आपको भी ना एक्चुअली मेरे बैग में तो आते हैं
हर लाइन अच्छी है। स्टैट्स में देखता हूँ मत फेवरेट होती है। सुने लाइव से ही।
आप ही ले लो
आ रहे हैं। थैंक यू। They already right. They don't conference room जुगाड़ हो जाओगे। Branch in Kathmandu also.
no there's no branch of this
The Kathmandu में फिर कौन सी यूनिवर्सिटी है?
नहीं उनका तो साथ नहीं नहीं और नहीं बट एक इंडिया में है उसका अभी 8 साल पुराना
काठमांडू में नहीं कोई साउथ एशियन।
इट्स ओनली द साउथ सेक्रेटरी देयर इज नो साउथ एशियन
अच्छा साउथ सेक्रेटरी इज देयर इन काठमांडू।
देयर इज ओनली वन कैंपस वो कैंपस भी बन रहा है अभी बना नहीं
कहाँ पे काठमांडू में?
नहीं नहीं काठमांडू में है ही नहीं
अच्छा।
देयर इज ओनली वन साउथ एशियन यूनिवर्सिटी व्हिच इज इन इंडिया
Where it will be established?
मैदान गढ़ी इज डीप इन द साउथ
उस मैदानगढ़ तो JNU उसके पास
जहाँ
है।
पे इग्नू
इग्नू है यहाँ। इग्नू नॉट JNU इग्नू।
अभी इनका टेम्पररी है हमारे नेहरू पार्क के सामने
No, इग्नू because I went to इग्नू so I know it will be मैदानगढ़। कंफ्यूज कर दिया।
हाँ बहुत सुंदर आपका कैंपस है This campus is very good. मैं बहुत सालों बाद आई हूँ और
आप डेफिनेशन में राउंड सेंटर में हाउ देता है सो देता
आज इस रात तक मुझे इलाहाबाद पहुँचना है वहाँ से
रात में कैसे पहुँचेगी प्रयागराज घूमने की वजह से
1 महीने से मुझे बोलता है कि मेरे कैसे करता कि वो जाते हैं मुझे लगा खत्म होने तक एक बार मैं भी हो आऊँ
आइए आइए
10 घंटे लगेगा रास्ते में
मैं एक्चुअली डिमांड और ज्योग्राफी से रखा That's why I got late. So, trying to find someone who is it is a stressful job.
All my staff they have their own set of things, but
Assalamu alaikum and very good morning. We welcome you all to Ali Muslim University. Professor Sumayulu sir, Professor Kavita Sharma, Dr. Rashmi Singh, Professor Amitabh Kundu, our Vice Chancellor Sahab, our Dean Professor Shakir Sahab, and our own Professor Atiq sir. We start the proceedings of this program with recitation of Holy Quran. I invite Qari Javed Sahab to recite few verses of Holy Quran as a mark of opening the program.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز الغفور الذي خلق سبع سماوات طباقا ما ترى في خلق الرحمن من تفاوت فارجع البصر هل ترى من فطور ثم ارجع البصر كرتين ينقلب إليك البصر خاسئا وهو حسير صدق الله العظيم. السلام عليكم.
Offer mementos to our guests as a mark of appreciation and welcome. I will first request Professor Nizamuddin Khan to present a memento to our distinguished chief guest, Professor Amitabh Kundu. Thank you, sir. And the chairperson of the Department of Geography to present a memento to Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Professor Tariq Mansoor, a renowned medical scientist and chief patron. Thank you, sir. I request Professor Shahab Fazal, our guest of honor and President, South Asian University, Delhi. Thank you. Now I request Professor Sayyid Narshad and I want to present a memento to Dr. Rashmi Singh. Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Mumtaz Ahmed. Thank you, Dr. Thank you, Dr. Tariq, and thanks to all serious research here, all the faculty members and all eminent scholars sitting on the dais, and especially by the Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, who has always been a source of inspiration and guidance to us. And he promotes academic activities. I would request to release the Manual of Engendering Budget and Gender Inclusive Urban Development by all the dignitaries of the dais. I request again to all the dignitaries to release the report of our international conference on global wide prosperity. Thank you. I would again request the dignitaries, especially our Honorable Vice Chancellor sir and Professor Amitabh Kundu sir and other dignitaries, to release the book on water crisis and food security, edited by Professor Steve Ahmed, Dr. Sayyid Tosh. So please, I would again request the dignitaries. I would again request all the dignitaries.
The Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Tariq Mansoor, a renowned surgeon and versatile genius medical scientist. The distinguished chief guest, Professor Amitabh Kundu, a imaginative persona and the most glittering and enlightened personality of this modern world in the field of urban planning and formulation of the policies and programs. The most respected, the guest of honor, the Professor Kavita Sharma, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of South Asian University, Delhi. She is one of the dynamic and iron lady. She has shaped the destiny of the Indian personality, the Muslim, and all the community through his hard endeavors and his sincere motivation and inspiration for bringing the gender equality. To wipe out this gender inequality, that his sole contribution to make the whole of the nation under a harmony. I really appreciate for her coming to this present session. Our guest of honor, the Dr. Rashmi Singh, who is the senior IAS and Secretary of the Municipal Corporation of Delhi. She is also one of the most enlightened and dynamic personality in the field of administrative era. The another academicians who is also a guest of honor as a special guest to this occasion, Professor Sumaya Julu, who is from the Estima Research Center, Dubai. The another dignitaries on the dais, Professor Muhammad Shakir, the Dean Faculty of Science, who is our strength and pillars of support for all kinds of academic endeavors. It is indeed a matter of great pleasure and honor and privilege for me to be here to extend our warm welcome and great appreciation to the dignitaries on the dais and the invitees, participants, faculty members, research students, and all the people who have traveled from different corners of India to share the views and ideas and his thought during the course of academic exercise for 3 days of the workshop. This whole academic program of such grandeur plan would have never been feasible. It could not be exaggeration to discern that the Aligarh Muslim University is fortunate enough to be associated with one of the most visionary, most of the enlightened personality whose intellectual pursuit and brilliant interpretations and keen observations that has brought this Aligarh Muslim University to a seat of great learning, enabled to provide a kind of good ambience for the exercise of all kinds of research activities. Apart from these academic ventures that is under his own dynamic leadership and his guidance, this good ambience and hospitable environment that has been restored and maintained the cycle of harmony. The credit goes to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, who has always been a source of inspirations and guidance for promotion of the research and academic activities, especially for the Department of Geography and in general the whole university of the globe, that has brought this university at the highest academic plane of the globe, that has been counted as rating of the best university in Indian subcontinent. His strive and multifaceted stewardship and hardship is highly knowledgeable and great appreciation and deserves the great congratulations. I once again heartily welcome to our Honorable Vice Chancellor for his imaginative visions and his untiring personality to fulfill the dream of the succeeders, the founder of this great alma mater. Our chief guest, Professor Mita Kundu, is one of the intellectual personality in the modern era of urban ecology, policy and planning. His insight in education, his insight in truth that has led to the deeper to grow the meaning of life, who has created a space in different parts of the academic globe that has been acclaimed not only in India but in each and every part of the globe. His worthiness, his contributions, his knowledgeable personality that has provided a number of opportunities to serve the UNO, to serve in different highest academic research activities at different institutions and different organizations. Currently, his position is to steer the committee of the Swachh Bharat missions. This is the flagship, the mission of the Government of India, to bring a kind of sustainable and neat and clean and green environment for the sake of relief, to make a good ambience for the sake of the healthy and enriching actions to bring all kinds of development in the nation. His imaginative persona is undoubtedly have a great appreciations and his great congratulations that he is now among us. I extend my heart welcome and gratitude to him, sir. He had traveled from, because he is most busiest person at quite many commissions and many organizations. And he also chaired the fourth meeting of the Minority Commissions. So, his intellectual thought that has given new vista in the field of academic. Now I extend my heart welcome and appreciation to the great personality who has really graced this occasion as the chief guest. The another glittering personality who is on the dais is considered to be the milestone in the field of engendering budgets to bring this kind of disparity. How these disparities and inequality are found, her policy and program, this kind of social evils prevailing in the society, how that has to be wiped out from the existence of the society. I really appreciate presence to grace the occasion as a guest of honor, Professor Kavita Sharma. Her endeavors and interests and motivations to bring the harmony in the nature for providing a kind of hospitable and good environment to sustain the life, to make the effort for social justice, economic justice. All the evils prevailing in the society that should be wiped out while giving a plausible solution. I really extend my heart welcome and great appreciation and congratulations to cherish this occasion as a guest of honor and inviting the audience to give a kind of stimulation thought and share the views and idea how we have to proceed for making the system of society under very, very a conducive and favorable for the sake of national development. The another personality with graced this occasion as a guest of honor, Dr. Rashmi Singh. She is very egregious in nature, very philanthropist. She is very accessible to each and every one. Her dynamism and calibers and prodigious scholarship that has given a kind of new chapter in the field of urban planning, particularly the applied and social development in the history of the gender budgeting and gender. How this kind of policies and program that should be enacted for the sake of a social justice in the society. I am really very much thankful and extend my heartiest welcome and gratitude for her presence and grace this occasion as a guest of honor of these great events. And we have very high hope and inspiration and dream that in days to come should really bless and shower her all kinds of views and idea for promoting this kind of social evil which is rather hampering the existence and also disturbing the fabric of the society. So I hope and great appreciation and inspiration from you, Madam, that by your hard endeavor, this kind of social justice prevailing in the society, that should be mitigated, that should be contained to maintain the harmony of the society for the sake of peaceful coexistence. The another scholar, the Somaiya Julu, Dr. Somaiya Julu, her academic leadership was acknowledged by each and every organization. He had been offered many awards and prizes for his whole academic activity. Now, his position is there as the most significant and important personality and the scientist of the Sigma Research Center, and his presence to this great event is a matter of great appreciation. I extend my heartiest welcome for accepting our kind invitation to grace this occasion as a special guest to glorify and signify the whole event. The another personality is rather without his endeavors, without his supports and kinds, cooperations, the whole of the academic program would have never been feasible. My great appreciations to Professor Professor Muhammad Shakir, who is the faculty of the Faculty of Science. I am really proud of him. He is a pillar of strength, and his whole endeavor, his support for continuing all kinds of academic program to make this event more successful. I extend my heart welcome and gratitude that you have always been a most cooperative, inspirating and stimulating for organizing this kind of academic program. I extend my heartiest thanks and welcome to you, sir, especially on this great conference. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very sensitive and very important issues that is going to be discussed, going to be delivered for the sake of humanity. The gender budgeting and gender inclusive urban development. We are very much fortunate enough, this is for the first time, the Government of India, the Ministry of Women and Child Development selected this Aligarh Muslim University to convene for bringing awareness in the society regarding all kinds of social injustice prevailing in different corners of the globe. This is a great seat of learning. The voices of this learning, of this great alma mater, is transcended to beyond each and every part of the globe. That the voices and solutions and all kinds of pragmatic policies that should be taken into consideration while making any kind of gender allocation budget for making gender equality. The gender budgeting or gender inclusive development, either gender sensitive or gender responsive budget. It is a way, it is a kind of tools and mechanism and devices. It is a kind of system of functioning for achieving the development to the women at par with the men by allocation of the resources, by formulation of the program and policy, and execution of all that program and policy, how it is very much realized to the benefit to both the gender. It is a kind of process through which we can understand the gender inequality, gender gap, gender discriminations. Then accordingly we have to proceed for the formulation of the plan in order to reduce this kind of existing disparities found in each and every society and each and every walk of life. The rationale of the gender budgeting clearly realized through the recognition of the fact that most of the budget allocated by the Government of India or any agency, its impact is not realized uniformly. That has given a different impact to men and women. Either in the field of economics, in the field of social sector, in the field of all kinds of social and economic sector. If you analyze the economic sector, the paid and unpaid wages, where the women are engaged for 15 to 16 hours, they are being unpaid at the home and underpaid at outside the employer. Then the sex ratio is very much alarming. The statistics, there is a shocking statistics in every field and every sector of economy or a sector of development. That there is underemployed, underpaid wages, sex ratio is very alarming. In spite of that, the women constitute more than 48% of Indian population. And even in urban India, where almost more than 50% constitute the women population. But they are facing a kind of grim situation. They are facing a kind of the alarming situation that has created inequality in the society. They are facing the challenges of all kinds of social evil, discrimination, exploitation. All the social abuse, the child abuse, dowry, the bribe burning, suicide, and all kinds of discriminatory process that is being rather operating in the society. This has created inequality. Why this kind of things? Why this kind of social discriminatory things are found in different parts of the society of India? It is due to the very fact we are involved, we are very much under the current system of the social convention of the patriarchy. The patriarchy is there. The stereotype convention of the society, they structure this fabric that has portrayed the women and men differently. The women are portrayed as submissive, subjugated, exploited, conforming. They are very delicate, they are powerless. On the other hand, the men are portrayed controlled, dominant, powerful, decision making, all kinds of the menus and intent that has completely given a kind of perception to the man to dominate in the society and regulate all kinds of functional activity when it becomes a dominant force. This kind of inequality is developed out of my perceptions that has invaded the society. There is no doubt that the Constitution of India has given equality. Many programs of the government of India, many acts government of India has already been enacted in order to implement, to reduce this kind of discrepancy, this kind of social injustice, but still we are very much far a line to go. There are miles to go, we have to go for the sake of reducing this kind of menace in the society. Even in political sectors, there is a human cry to make the reservations. But there is no doubt in the urban and local government where 33% and 30% reservation for the political body. But who are working? Who are working? That the women are selected, but the place is replaced by men. The men is doing every kind of business, the policy making, decision making, all that thing. So, how we have to, what are